continuation, part 2 of the Darche Eclipse 180R, which stands for Rear Awning. But as I mentioned in part 1, you can actually use this on the side of your vehicle as well. In fact, a lot of people do. I mentioned the walls on the part 1 the other day. So let's get right onto it and show you what these walls are like. Now remember, I mentioned the walls are big, they're huge, and you'll get an idea on the size, how big they are, when I take this bag out. Now, when I got this, it was packed up in half that size. So I didn't do a really good job in packing it away, but I reckon if I'm packing it again, I can get it a bit smaller. But just to let you know, they do give you a generous size bag, because I had no idea if this was ever going to fit back into this bag. Now the bag's not very strong, so I can't see it's not going to last too long. So you might want to update this to a drifter bag one day. Now the wall, 3 main pieces to it. You got the main section that zips on and covers these 3 walls, and then you got these 2 that go on the ends over here that slide in through that track. So let's have a look. There's a left and a right, so you've got to get it in the right way around. So I've only done this once now, and the first time I did it, I got it wrong. Now I want to particularly mention this because I did a video a couple of days ago on the walls for the Drifter Stockton. You want to go back and have a look on that. And I mentioned it's got the, see, it's got the sail tracking, okay. And one thing I mentioned during that video, I mentioned how easy it was to slide that through, because most, probably not all the walls that I had has got these sail tracks on. It was quite an effort to get them to slide in. They're quite a tight fit, and this is like that. Once you get it on, it's fine, but at the end here, if I zoom that in there, at the end here, if I focus that in, right, you can see how that's not really finished off that nice. There's a bit of material left over there, that hooks up. That's really difficult to get that first bit on. And I realise that now. Like I said, I've only installed this once, so we'll give it a go later. Now on this here, it should have a left and a right written down somewhere. I suspect this is that side, because you've got the Velcro. So the Velcro attaches to the wall that covers this whole piece. So that'll be this side. Now you can see the material. I don't know, this might even be, is this the same? This might be 320 GSM, I'm not sure. I'll have to check the specs. I can't remember now. Oh, it might be 270. I don't know, it just feels like it might be a little bit heavier than that one there. So we'll put this aside though, and I'll show you how you set these up. Now I'm just going to take my time here and imagine this piece here is for this section here, so you can fully enclose this. This encloses this right off, right at the back here. So you can use this as a tent. So you can whack a swag in here or a stretcher as well, so we'll put that on the ground. All right, so this is the main part. So let's get this out. And I'll just close this so we got some more room here and you can see. Now, what you want to do with this is there's a mark on here, right there. Alright, so that there, it's got the EC18RW1 and it matches with the tag. It's right over there that's got the same. So that's where that starts. Now after only setting this up once, I found the easiest way is to unfold it, get it out to sort of its shape. Okay, so we know this is the start of it. Alright, that's better. I didn't do a very good job folding this up the other day. So if you get it out loose like this, otherwise you can tend to get a bit heavy. Alright. So now what you do is zip up here. So we go on the outside the wall, the pole. So we got the good size zips here. And that's all you do. So as you zip that along, just lift that up and support its weight. Let's excuse me, I can't see me there. Sorry guys, if I had another person with me to hold the camera, I could show you, but if you go to the Darche's website or check the YouTube channel, they've actually got a setup video showing how this zips on. Okay. Now let me tell you, that was a lot easier than the first time when I attempted it. Now, what we do next is peg it out and we're done. 8, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 15 centimetre pegs. They should be enough just to hold this down momentarily, just to show you what it's like. So they've got a number of peg points on the bottom here. And all you do basically is just pull it out like so and peg it out. I can't remember how many peg points there are on this. Now there's these bungee straps that you actually peg into. We'll pause this and we'll come back and I'll relocate the camera so you can see overall the whole setup. So I've pegged them all out now, so I've got all the pegs out. So far I've put in 8 pegs and we just got 2 more, so 9, 10. So initially you'll need 10 pegs. Now I'll show you this, how this sets up. Now the other side there, I got it on a lot quick through here. Where I have the issue is just this point here, just getting it through there. But I find if you squeeze it, okay, keep that squeezed. I remember now, this was the end that was real particular problem. So it seems to be really thick just up this end. So I don't know if that's a bit of a manufacturing fault or something. Actually, let me try that. I managed to squeeze that just a tad then. So squeeze that in. See if we can get this in. It's the only problem, guys. The other side's a lot better. I didn't have a problem. There we are, got it. Maybe after a few times. So you just roll that, slide that along as far as you can, and then you'll see the Velcro strip along here that matches with the Velcro on here. So excuse my back. So we're just now going to attach that Velcro on here. Try to line it up as best we can. So we add these pegs, one over here. So there's still a little bit of a gap here, so it's not too bad. It's probably about 1/2 foot there, and we'll peg this one out here. So there you go, it's all set up. So there you go, guys. Now you see there's some additional tie-off points here. There's another one over here. There's one I missed there, okay. Add an extra peg. What did I say, 11? So it should be 12 pegs. Now they do come with the ropes, so all the guy lines are included, and it does come with pegs as well. So you actually got more than enough pegs, and they're quite heavy duty steel pegs by the looks of it. I just chosen to use the snow peak pegs because the ground's quite heavy, hard here. So, and these snow peak pegs are a lot easier to get out. Now, with a major storm, you peg these out, these eyelets, and you're going to have no problems with the wind blowing that through. Now, entrance wise, you got doors on either end here. There are doors there on either end, and you got a door here as well. What you can do is then, good idea, you roll these up, roll them up from the inside so that water doesn't pool in them. If you roll it on the other side. And they've got tie-off points. Sorry if you can't see me, guys. I'll try to get this done as quick as I can. So you've got these great little loops here that goes in, and they're very generous with the length, which is nice to see. I don't have to stretch around. Now, see there's extra zip along here. What you can do, I've got those two pegged in here, but if I didn't peg those down, what you can do is you can unzip this. You can leave the door out and grab a couple of poles and ropes and peg these out. So the whole thing just like this. So I won't show you now. And also these walls, you could do, yes, probably not so easy with this one. You can actually slide these up. You can tie these doors up. They're held by Velcro on that end, and they're zipped in the middle here. You undo the Velcro and you can roll it up, or you notice they've got where these nice generous size eyelets, heavy duty eyelets on the base here. You can use the extra poles. You can have these set up as a roof as well. So just peg out. So you need probably 1, 2, 3, an additional 3, for each of these walls, pegs. So one day I'll do another video on that and show you how it looks when you do that. So let's close this here for now. Good quality, big zips. The zips are huge, almost the size of my thumb. I like to see that. That's really nice. The little toggles here to easily grab the zip as well, which is nice. The zips run very smooth. I love the colour scheme, the orange with the green. It's a very nice green. I'm quite fond of the green colour. It's very nice. I can feel the heaviness. It's like a poly cotton, so it's very similar to a Oz tent. Very similar. Similar colour to an Oz tent. See, these poles, like I mentioned before, you can actually angle these poles right out like so. And we'll do the other one as well. This is a tip I picked up. I think this is a tip I picked up from, might have been from the guys that sold me this on their website. They offered that idea. Cool. All right, so I'll grab the camera and I'll show you inside just how big this area is. Have a look at all this room here, guys. This extends from the back of the vehicle back here, probably just over 2 meters. And look at this area. I hope it's not too dark. Let me just adjust the, there we go. So you can see the tag that I mentioned is right there, and that's where you start to put the what do you call it again? The zip on. That's where you start the zip. So it goes right through and it just follows all the way around. And have a look at these poles. You can see the grommet that I mentioned there. Okay, and you can see how I got that pole angled back, which helps to support not only the structure, it supports the awning as well. And look at this big open floor area, all this area here. So it's certainly big enough for a family, I reckon. And I'll show you this area here. It's fully enclosed. So you do, depending on your vehicle, depending how wide your vehicle is, I've got approximately 1/2 foot gap in between there. And these are where the Velcro strips, where the legs attach to. And I'll show you a good look at the brackets. So you can see how that works. And I showed you the sturdy brackets down there. Incorporates really well with the iCamper and incorporates really well with the Drifter Stockton awning. As you can see, it butts up right up against it as well. So there you go, guys. You can see how effective that is. Especially, it's the first time I've tried putting these poles out on the angle as such. It's magnificent, works great. Supports, this one here could probably go a bit more. You can see it helps supports, it saves you putting, at least these, you won't need to put these eyelets out when you angle the pole like so. So guys, that's thirsty work. Remember, she's middle of summer here. And you can see how well it works with the Pajero. The awning ends about an inch and a half past the door of the awning, the Pajero. You couldn't ask a better fit. Because initially I was really worried that it wouldn't be big enough. So Oh. Just excuse me guys, I'm gonna grab a drink. I don't think I've drunk enough today. So get something nice and icy cold out of the fridge. How awesome these fridges, eh? So, just gonna get a mouthful of this. Oh, I can't tell you how good that is. So, there you go. It could be pissing down rain now. I have no problems here. There's plenty of room for chairs, a table. That's the thing, if you got the table, excuse me, like the fold out table here, the drop down legs, you could set that up the side where the wind is coming through. And again, that'll save you from putting those, pegging out extra pegs out with those eyelets. But to be honest, it doesn't take much to put an extra couple of pegs out. So I'm going to go camping down on the dunes in the next probably 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks time. I'm heading off one of my favourite camp spots on the beach, not far from here. So I'm taking other people with me, some family members are coming with me. So I might bring this along. So it's basically a base camp setup. So we'll be there for probably say two or 3 nights, and don't need access to the vehicle. So it'd be a good opportunity to try this out, test it out for any inclement weather, see how she goes on the sand. I'll have to definitely get some extra sand pegs because it is very sandy there. If it's not this, it'll be the iCamper wall kit, front wall, the annex for the iCamper. I managed to get your hands on one of those for my iCamper. You could easily use this as a tent, guys. You know, whack a swag down there or a stretcher. Now these walls, I noticed I've got a bit more of a gap here. In fact, last time there was more of a gap on this side than there was on this side here. So, you know what it'd be? The ground not being level. Slightly uneven ground. So if you set this up on totally flat ground, then I reckon you'll be able to eliminate these gaps in between the door here. So I reckon that's what it is. See, that section could be a bit lower than that section is there. And because that section's a bit lower, it's angled out more, so there's more of a gap in here. And probably why it's a bit loose and that bit right there. But that's really nitty pitty. That's really nitty. I don't know what's the word. You know what I mean, what the word is. So it's really no issue at all. It's not going to fall down or anywhere. It's taut enough. So yeah, it's brilliant. Alright guys, what I might do is I'll film putting this away, and we'll just fast forward so you can see the process of dismantling this, and I'll put that at the end of the video. But for now I'm going to finish this drink off and grab a seat. I'm a bit tired now, and it's very humid. We actually got some rain coming tomorrow. They predict about 70 to 100 mils of rain tomorrow. I hope it's true. It'd be nice to get this grass lush and green again, because we haven't had any rain for a little while, and it's just so humid. I just can't. It has to rain. The humidity is so high. I'd be surprised if it doesn't rain. it.